Well, hello, friend. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we are actually trying something new. This is our first live session on LinkedIn, while before we have had these sessions on Instagram. So I'm a bit nervous and excited at the same time, as we many times are when we are trying new things. So let's see how these things go. If you're with me, jump in the comments and let me know how you're doing today. I'd love to get the discussion going. But this is the episode number 16 in the weekly series of Coffee with Hannele Korhonen, Happy Customers and Happy Lawyers. And you are warmly welcome to have a cup of coffee with me today. I'm Hannele from Lawyers Design School, and in these weekly live sessions, you will get actionable advice and tips on how to get more happy clients and become a happy lawyer too with the help of legal design thinking. And by the way, this is an interactive session, so if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. Today our topic is law firms, master your business through legal design. And my goal is really to tie legal design thinking into the reality of law firms, to all the work and business development that's done in law firms, and how law firms can use legal design thinking in their different roles and projects. And I want to help you to get a bigger picture of legal design thinking and its possibilities, and to start seeing how it might fit into your business. Because oftentimes we hear about new strategies and kind of concepts, and at the same time it's difficult to see yourself in the picture, like what's in it for you. So my hope is that I can give you some answers today. One of the things that lawyers who have business responsibility, like law firm partners, law firm owners, or who otherwise have P&L responsibility in their executive position, say is that they know how to practice law, but they struggle with all the other roles that come along with running the business. Like how am I supposed to navigate the business part of my practice? And as a law firm partner, you need to wear so many hats and master all the roles that come with the position. You need to be the leader, you need to be the innovator of new services, you need to be the salesperson, and yes, also the lawyer that used to be your primary and perhaps your only task and focus. All of these roles are essential in running a successful business in law. But if you're like almost any other lawyer, the problem many times is the lack of skills and tools to master them all at the same time. So let's start with looking at what is the traditional way of building and running a law firm like. Because for many lawyers, the traditional way is to do this, run a law firm in a familiar and safe way. You build the business around you and on what you do best, your legal expertise. And in this scheme of things, you're only looking at the now, the monthly billables, the targets, and you are reacting to the requests you get from clients and business partners. You are in a reaction mode instead of being actively in charge of your business. And you operate the business on manual work and the business model of billable hours. You are exchanging time for money. And growth comes through more manual work and more billable hours. And if someone asks you where you see yourself in 3 months, what would you even say? It's because it's all happening here and now, and you're just way too busy to think about the future. You're busy chasing for more work. And you don't really have a view where you're going, and you feel like you're sitting in the backseat of your business. And how do I know this, you may ask? Well, I know because I've been there. This is how I started my own law firm 10 years ago. I had no idea what I was doing, jumping to the role of a new business owner. And while I was a good lawyer and that I just continued to do that, I continued to be that also in my law firm, focusing on the assignments and on client work. My hours were filled with legal research, drafting, negotiating, and meeting with clients. But the business didn't work the way I wanted. I didn't get the results that I needed. I didn't see the growth, and most of all, I didn't see the development in my business that I had envisioned for it. And I soon realized that it's not enough, and there's got to be another way to approach the law as a business. And it was not until I started to develop other roles than just being a lawyer who has clients and implement these other roles through legal design thinking that things started to change. So let's look at how legal design can serve you in mastering your business. First of all, legal design thinking is perfect for business development. And every successful business, including every successful law firm, needs a leader who is capable of business development. A leader who has a vision and sees the future. Leader who sets the direction and identifies opportunities and steps to get there, a strategy. So how to use legal design thinking for business development? You can use it in your strategy work. The traditional strategy work is maintaining the traditional way of doing business and keeping you from the growth and results you may be seeking. And the problem with the traditional way of doing the strategy work is that it's based on guesswork and it's kind of looking in the rearview mirror. And we're just stuck with our own great ideas and great ideas of the future and with what might have worked in the past. And what's also problematic for lawyers is that as a lawyer you might be also really scared to try new things, scared for mistakes, scared for failures, and also for the shame that the failure would cause. But the beauty of applying legal design thinking in your business development and strategy work is that it takes away the guesswork and agony. It reduces the risks of building something big in your business and making big decisions that do not work after all. Because legal design thinking turns the traditional strategy work upside down. And unlike the traditional model, you don't spend months and months of planning and building and perfecting and only then finding out whether there's any traction for your offering or ideas. With legal design thinking, you start with your clients. You start to get to know their needs and immerse yourself into all the data you can find about the clients and markets and trends. And this is the good news. You don't have to have all the answers from the get-go because you will get the answers from your discovery work. And once you're done with your discovery work, you don't have to make any guesses to build your strategy because you have the hard data that will point you to the right direction. And here's another golden nugget. If your idea fails, after all, you just fail fast. You take the learnings and move on. This is strategy work for the law firms of the future. You design your way into success. By the way, if you want to read or listen more about legal design for your strategy work, I did an entire episode on it. It's episode number 6 that you can find here in Lawyers Design School YouTube channel. The second area I wanted to cover today is using legal design thinking for new legal services and innovation. Because this is an area where lawyers struggle, but that is essential for successful law firms, innovation and developing new legal services. And for this, I wanted to let you in on some market trends that I see at the moment. Based on the talks that I currently have with in-house teams all over the world, innovation as a mindset and as a team capacity is what most in-house teams are now building. So what does this mean for law firms and law firm partners? To those of you who have in-house teams and lawyers as your clients, it means that your clients are expecting an innovative approach from you as well. They expect you to provide new ways to serve your corporate clients. And legal innovation is a way to respond to the current challenges in the legal profession, such as a demand for better client experience. I cannot talk enough about client experience. Or the current challenges as of digital transformation, commoditization of legal work, or pressure for faster turnout for law firms. How do you manage innovation as a law firm partner? Traditionally, lawyer leaders have not been leaders really, but managers focusing on control and rules, busy perfectionists, as I sometimes like to call them. And by now, you may have already found out that while all these are good qualities to some extent, they do not work well to foster innovation. And legal design thinking is a perfect cure for this kind of struggle. Applying legal design thinking in your service development gets you all set up for new ideas and innovation. And legal design thinking guides you to look at the problems with a fresh look, ask new questions, and frees you up to find new creative solutions. Legal design is also about collaboration and multidisciplinary teamwork that are both fuel for creativity and innovation. As a part of legal design process, you build service prototypes, not perfectly polished outcomes, which by itself is already very liberating shift. So for you as a leader in law, legal design thinking gives you the much needed mindset shift, the process to follow, and also practical tools to use with your team to get to the next big innovation in law. All you have to do is let go of control and trust the process. And then the third area for today is using legal design thinking to get more sales. Have you ever actually met a lawyer that loves to sell? Seems like an oxymoron, right? And yet running a successful legal business requires sales and selling. You might say it's icky. You might say that you don't want to come across as salesy or pushy. And that's where most people get it wrong, because getting more sales is not about pushing sales aggressively, not in any industry really, but particularly not in the legal industry. And how we should think about sales is that it's fundamentally finding ways to solve clients' real problems. It's that simple, solving problems. What's not so simple oftentimes is how to find the real problems. You may already see where this is going, because what we discussed before was that legal design thinking is the perfect way to nail down these real problems that our clients have. So getting more sales requires lawyers to step into their clients' shoes and knowing their entire client journey. If you don't understand what the client is looking for, you are not able to create, offer, or sell the right solutions. And if you think that your client is looking for a lawyer, you will be surprised. And another surprise for many is that the client journey does not end with a paid invoice. People mostly buy legal services out of necessity because they have no other choice. But what if your clients were willing to use more of your services, but you just don't know it? When you are able to see your client's situation holistically, all of their challenges and everyday life, you are able to develop your business and services to respond to these real needs and get more sales. And client expectations can be very surprising, and many times they challenge the lawyer's current business model entirely. I witnessed these discoveries, big and small, in all of lawyers' design schools workshops, and it's so exciting to see that happening all over again. With legal design thinking, you are able to understand the client journey better and get clear on the bottlenecks and hidden opportunities that are just waiting for you to find them. Getting more sales for your legal business is all about getting to know your clients and their journey with you. And legal design thinking will help you exactly with that. So there you have it, the key areas where legal design thinking can help you master your business. Now it's your turn. What did you learn today? Are you ready to start experimenting with legal design thinking in your law business? Be sure to follow the next episodes where I will be sharing more insight on how to improve your client experience with legal design thinking. Thank you for joining today, and I would love to hear from you, so please leave a comment or send me a DM to continue the discussion for happy clients and happy lawyers. Bye for now.